Today we will do a SPI slave device example using the Arduino Due that we got connected to the Raspberry Pi 3. And what is going on in here we will see through the VNC that is connected through the Ethernet to our PC. So let's check it out. Okay, so let's start with erasing the board and downloading this program. So I got it built. I will be uploading the program using the built-in bootloader. So first the erase button and reset and release erase. So now we are ready to program it using BOSA. So now I have to use BOSA. So let's refresh. Okay, so we got the path here correct. So we have to enable boot to flash and erase all. And let's write. Okay, so now so it's flashed, so let's quickly reset. Okay, so we got the LED blinking every half of the second. So now let's take a look at the Raspberry Pi part of the program. Okay, so we got now the board programmed. So let's quickly take a look at our Raspberry Pi 3. So we got here a very quick setup of SPI, and we will read what's the default response is. So let's quickly run it, and we got 170, 85, and so on. Okay, so if we open up a application like a calculator, let's type in 170, we got AA, and the other one is 85, which is 55. So now let's go back here, and at the top we got a few definitions for commands, and as we see we got this command receiving, and the first what we got is the least significant byte, so AA, next on 55, and again. Okay, so let's try to receive something different. So as we got this setup here, so we can see that we got in here configure the dmac. So we have a handler for it right here. So if we got the SPI in slave mode, we do the commands right here. So we check for the command that is incoming and set up listening for the new command. So let's quickly see this function, which is right here. In this function we check in what state we got the SPI. So if we receive in a idle state a CMD that is test, which is this value, so 10, 10, and so on, we switch to the slave state test. So after switching to it, we also going to switch the data that is being sent to RC ready. So we should receive this set of data. So let's quickly modify our example. Let's close this, and let me quickly unhash this section of the code. Okay, and now let's run it. So now what we should see is that first 4 packets are the default set of data, and the next 4 bytes is the next section of the answer. So if we quickly check, the first byte is the 78. So if we type in 120, we got 78. Next one 86, which is 56, and 52 is 34, and the last 18 is 12. Okay, so this is all correct. So for example, let's add a new command and answer. So we will be checking here for a different answer. So let's type in if else so let's add a new command. So let's quickly go here and let's name it 12, 12, 12, 12. Okay, and data that we will send on this command. So let's say ready to. Okay, and let's just change this into something like A, B, C, D, and maybe EF 0, 1, something like this. And now let's return to our functions here. And let's add a different state maybe. So let's say test2. And we also have to add it in here. So let's add it here. Okay, 6. Let's return. So in the SPI slave new command, let's add our new set of answers. So test2 and ready to. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to add 2 right here. Okay, so now it should run. Okay, great. Let's now add. Oh, I also forgot to add a different definition here. Okay. So back again, we check for test2. So now it should run. Okay, build. Okay, so now let's quickly erase the flash memory from the board. Okay, let's open up BOSA. Bring up the port here, and also to mention that I'm programming using the binary file here. Okay, so erase, boot to flash, and write. Okay, great. So we can close this up, reset the board, and open up the Raspberry Pi connection. Okay. So now let's send, instead of 10, 10, 10, and 10, let's send 12 4 times. And let's take a look here. Okay, so now we got our custom answer. So if we take a look, taking a look right here, we can see our modified answer. So checking against this, we got 1, which refers to 0, 1 right here. Next on we got EF, so let's check it, and 239 is AF, so 205, which is CD, and the last byte should be AB. So we got 171 and it is AB. So this is how you handle the SPI slave using the example functions. This project is based on the example that you can find if you go into example project. Let's set the device and let's type in SPI. This example. And it uses those example functions. Of course, you can make your own, and that's how it works using the dmac. So DMA as used by different manufacturers and generally known. Okay, so thanks for watching and hope you find it useful in your projects. See you in the next one.